As we come out of the pandemic, we've got a real chance to look at the future differently. That future doesn't have to be the same as it was in the past. We've got the opportunity to make it a green future.
Across West Yorkshire, Greens have already been doing so much for the local area, whether that is helping out with community groups during the pandemic or just getting things sorted in the neighbourhood. Greens have new ideas about what we can do to bring green recovery in our areas, a recovery that is so desperately needed.
West Yorkshire has some of the most congested roads in the country. Building new roads or widening existing ones, such as is being planned here in Shipley, only attracts more traffic than is already there. What Greens will do is to invest in public transport and in greener ways for people to get around, reducing congestion and improving air quality.
We need to invest in public transport so people can get around more easily without having to rely on their car. It needs to be accessible for everyone, affordable, reliable, and obviously good for the environment. Greens would bring the bus network back under public control so it works for us and not for big business.
There are homes across West Yorkshire standing empty when there could be warm, green places to live. Refurbishment and creating new homes in the right places provide quality jobs for a green future. We will set up a green building fund to make sure that all new homes are built to the highest energy efficiency standards, saving tenants and homeowners money on their bills, and that would be great for the environment too.
The High Street has suffered enormously in the last 12 months due to the coronavirus pandemic. The Green Party will push for additional funding to help particularly the independent retailers and the hospitality industry that's really suffered because it's had to close its doors for many months in the last year. We will push for additional funding to help high streets and town centres be places where people want to spend their time.
Across West Yorkshire, our councils are wanting to allocate large areas of green land for developers to build thousands of houses on them. Greens would prioritise building in our brownfield sites in our towns and cities, places that desperately need the redevelopment, before we start building on our countryside.
People across West Yorkshire must have more say in policing priorities in their area. Greens will fight for more resources for police so they can tackle crime more effectively. And we will make sure our police force better represents all our communities across West Yorkshire.
Greens have the solutions to the problems we face in West Yorkshire. So when you go to the polls on May the 6th, use your first preference vote to vote Green to make me the first Green Mayor of West Yorkshire.